how do you manage to say, I forgive you in this situation and I'm going to move forward with you?
I mean, it took me 2 years
Really?
to completely, when I say completely, I mean completely forgive and let go in my heart to say, you know, you hurt me when you left me with the child by myself. He would say to me, I wasn't ready. I didn't know what to do. I was like, you know what? At least you got the option.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, at least you had the option to say, I'm not ready. He said to me, you know that it's a sin to have a child outside of wedlock. But I forgave you. I gave you grace.
Sure.
I gave you love. I protected you through your delivery. I gave you a healthy baby. I gave you a healthy life. You know, so what is so difficult? What's so difficult for you to just come to terms with? People go through things.
Yes.
As much as you may not understand it, as much as you may not comprehend the situation,
make sense to you in that moment.
Just because it doesn't make sense to you doesn't mean that whatever that person is experiencing is not real, and it's not something that maybe in that moment that they're trying to deal with. So when it comes to forgiveness, God has schooled me.
Yeah. Right. Hi, Unscripted family. We're back with another episode. We are on season 2. And today we have a long lost friend of mine because I haven't seen her in forever. Superwoman. She's a mom of 2.
Yeah. 2.
All right. Tshegofatso Kekana, e.g. and Mrs. Ukwanazi by Cows.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Mrs. Ukwanazi by Cows.
Hi everybody. I'm so happy to be here at the Unscripted family. I've been waiting for this invitation. Oh Lord knows. I have been waiting for this invitation.
Oh, sure.
And I don't know, man, I'm just happy to be here.
I'm happy to have you.
Very, very happy to be here. You know, it's not, I want to say it's not easy finding people that are in the same space as you, especially YouTube-wise, you know, because everybody's like, oh no, you know, on TikTok this, Instagram this, but YouTube, it's not easy.
It's not easy.
It's not easy. People that understand that this is something that requires attention, energy,
and
time, and also giving it 100%, because I don't think you would also want to be shooting if you're not feeling great or you're under the weather and stuff like that.
And you've got 2 kids.
Yeah, 2 kids. I've got 2 kids and I still managed to do it all. Like my son, the good thing is that my son is in school. So anytime that I need to record, I have to think of the fact that, okay, he's at school now. So he'll be back around 3 o'clock. And then at around 3 o'clock, that's when my daughter takes a nap.
Okay.
So I have like a solid 2 hours if I'm good. 2 hours if I'm good. Just to do everything. And then after that, the only problem comes with now the editing without getting interrupted.
When do you do that?
So usually I don't sleep.
Yeah.
Fun fact. I don't sleep. So if I have to edit, I have to wait for everybody to go to sleep.
Go to bed.
Yeah. And then after everyone has gone to sleep, then I sit down. And then I have to watch everything from beginning to the end. Edit step by step. And then, once I'm done editing, I have to do everything, like upload it on YouTube, set a date and a time for it to air. Because if I don't do that, I'm not gonna have the time to actually like remember and say, oh, okay, I've got a video that I need to upload today or anything like that. No, I have to do everything in that minute and say, okay, I'm setting it for the 8th of January at 6 o'clock. That's the time.
So Tshegofatso just recently opened her YouTube channel as well, which is So Relatable Fatso.
Yeah.
I'll put it down here. I will. All right. And what is your content about?
So my content basically is things that I wish I could have seen on YouTube that were relatable, like in one page, and like having to go through
a million
pages like to get relatable content.
Yeah.
I thought it would have been such a great concept to have one page where you can have everything
and realistic.
You know, nabona guys, give vibes. Give my vibes. I cannot stress motho. I can't get misogyny, little feministic things. I can't get it. Nah, when I get to social media most of the time, yes, I have my time where I'm like, okay, I want serious affairs. I want to hear what's going on in the world. I mean, I love Jax.
Yeah.
I love it to death. You know, there's one person who can explain politics for me and everything to the core. It's Jax. But sometimes I just want to get on the internet and just find relatable things and laugh and, you know, find some hacks, find some tips, find anything that will make my life easier. So what a way to now take everything that I want and just give it to the people in one page. Yeah. You know?
That's why Bahlale in your specific industry or niche or whatever, there could be a billion people. But they're not you.
Exactly.
So they can't give what you give.
Exactly.
Which is what I like. I just want to go back. No? You had your son, right? I'm going to go back to your son. You had your son. How old is he now?
He's turning 5. What? He's turning 5. Oh my gosh.
You were one of the first people to have a child. I want you to walk us through that. So, yeah. I want you to walk us through.
Oh, yeah. Hey. But keeping Jesse came
in.
Yeah, I was literally one of the first to have a kid. And I'm not gonna lie to you. It was different. It was completely different. It's like, I'm pretty sure you had that thing, like when you found out that you were pregnant, it's like everything completely changes in that moment.
Yeah.
Like literally from the moment that you find out, the way that you think changes. The way that you do things changes. The people that you have around you changes. You know, so many things change. So just for reference, when I had my son, I was 19, turning 20. So it was different for me because I mean here I am one day I'm a baddie. I'm working myself up, you know, I've got a job, I've got everything going good for me. I was even in the process of moving out at home.
I don't know that.
So when I found out I was pregnant, it was lockdown.
Yeah.
It was lockdown. It was hectic. It was horrible. It was just scary. I don't want to lie to you. It was scary. And for the first year of my son's life, or basically throughout my pregnancy to the first year of my son's life, I basically did that by myself. And I didn't have, I feel like my friends, and I don't fault my friends, okay? I don't fault them because they didn't know. You understand me?
Yeah.
Like I gave them that grace to say, you know what, you're not in this situation right now, so I can't necessarily expect you to understand Hore, this is what's going on in my life right now. You know, so it wasn't easy. It was challenging. I went through postpartum depression.
Of course.
I went through depression itself, and it broke me down.
You're strong for that.
It broke me down. It broke me down to a point where I checked myself into a psychiatric hospital. No one had to grab me by the legs, the hands, and say, come, it's time. I knew that I had to go because in my mind it was like I was basically living on survival mode. And I think I've told people about this, that when you live in survival mode, it's intense. Like it's so intense to a point where I don't remember.
Yes.
I don't remember what happened.
What happened?
Like, I kid you not, I cannot remember the first year of my son's life. I don't remember what it was like when I was pregnant with him. All I can tell you is that I remember all the bad things. Definitely. I remember all the bad things very, very well. But I can't remember what it felt like when he was 6 months, when he was 3 months. I barely remember it,
We got through the physical part of your pregnancies. I want to go through the emotional part. And I want to start with your first pregnancy. So you find out you're pregnant. Like I said, you're one of the first from our generation circle, your friendships. I'm not sure if anyone in your friendship had a kid yet. Was there anyone?
Yeah, there was only one though.
Okay.
Only one.
Did you maybe reach out to that person?
I did.
Because no one else understands.
Exactly.
I know for a fact that no one else gets it.
Yeah, no one got it. That's how.
Even the shift in your life. That I can't go out as much.
Yes.
And even if I can make a plan to go out with you on a particular day, but you can't call me and say, "Come on," or let's go. You can't.
It doesn't happen that way anymore. Yeah, no, it really doesn't happen that way. Firstly, I think in that point, my biggest support system was my grandmother and my dad.
Nice.
So my mom was working and everything. So my mom wasn't really there a lot or anything. But my mom and my grandmother and my dad were like taking the cup. Yeah. They were taking the cup.
Did they? Sorry, I just want to know, what was their reaction when they found out that
you're pregnant? With my dad, I'm gonna say with my dad, because the first person I told that I was pregnant was my aunt.
Okay.
So I think you know this.
Yeah.
I was Kotladi. Yes, I was staying there because from work, going home to Jamestown was just too much of a stretch. Yeah. It's too much of a stretch. So I was catching a bus here every day to Randburg, where I was working.
Yeah.
So my dad, when I had to tell him, because they only found out like, I want to say 2 weeks after I found out.
Okay, but that's good. That's reasonable.
I mean, I told my mom first, and after I told my mom's reaction was something that I completely never expected.
Okay.
I never expected it from my mom, because my mom was just like, there's nothing we can do.
Yes. Your mom was good.
You've got your own job. You're about to leave my house. Why would I kill you for something like this? And she even said to me, you know what? It's up to you what you want to do. It's your body.
What?
I will understand if you say you don't want to keep the baby. I will understand if you say that, okay, I'm up for this. I'm gonna do this. And she basically gave me like 2 weeks to decide, what I wanted to do and everything like that. And the only reason why I told my mom, is because my mans were supposed to come and fetch me and take me to the gynecologist. So in my mind, I'm like, it's lockdown. It's hectic lockdown. Where am I going?
Where are you going?
Where am I going? Where am I going? Because it's not like I can make up a story or anything like that. So my mom told my dad like a week later, because she was like, I need you to come back with an answer to say, this is what I'm doing, this is how it's going to happen.
What?
So
your mom is amazing.
I gave her the answer, and I said to her, I don't think I can ever go through with an abortion. It's just not who I am. I cannot do, as much as, yes, I feel like I'm not ready, or but I feel like this is something that I can handle personally.
What? At 19.
At 19, and I don't know. Don't ask me how, why. I don't know. I just knew that this is the one thing that's going to save my life. I don't know how, but I just knew that this is the one thing that's going to save me. And when my dad came to tell me that he knows, the awkwardest moment of my life. Oh Lord. My dad came to me and he's like, I heard you're pregnant. What happened? Like, you know what happened. So I don't need to go into deep about it, but he was also calm about it. He was just there like, you know what? I'm not gonna shout and scream at you because of what happened. What's happened has already happened. You know, if anything right now, I just want you to know that you've got bigger responsibilities. But just basically letting me know that, you know what, it's okay, it happened. But yes, I'm not happy with the timing. I'm not happy with the timing. I'm not happy with the situation that you're in because of this pregnancy, but I will support you. And my grandmother, funny enough, my grandmother, her back was killing her. The whole time I was in Soweto, the whole time she's complaining, oh, my she even fell in the bathtub.
Yeah.
And when she finally came to tell me that, listen, I know. She was like to me, so you just let me suffer. You hear me complaining about my back. You see me falling in the bathtub. You say nothing. You're just quiet about it. Like, how could you do this to me instead of just releasing me and just tell me that you're pregnant, you know? And I was like, it's not that easy. It's not that easy to just come out of the lime green and just say, oh, you meet. You know, it's not easy. You understand me? Especially knowing in that moment that the father of the child doesn't want the baby. And now this is a situation that I have to do this all by myself. So I'm going to need all the support that I can get.
So you made that decision knowing very well that you're going to do this on your own.
Yeah.
Knowing
very well that I was going to do it on my own.
Cry.
Like,
what?
Literally, like, I was well aware of my situation. And I think the only thing that I had asked of him in that moment, like the last time that I saw him, was just do me one favor. Yes, you don't want the child. You want nothing to do with this baby. It's my baby. It's not your baby. But at least afford him the opportunity to just know his grandparents, to just know his grandmother, to just know where he comes from. You understand me? I'm not saying mthatheni, mkhuliseni, send me money.
Oh.
Into engiyicelayo nje is just that ayazi ukuthi imvelaphi yakhe ikuphi. You understand me? That's the only thing that I ask, because I'm one person. My mother and my father gave me the opportunity to know where I came from. So the least that I could do for my child is to do that. Do you understand? Even if it means I have to fight you for it, I will do it.
You are a better woman than me.
It's just that, you know, ngeke umuntu umforce.
Excuse me.
Yazi ngeke umforce umuntu. Especially umuntu makakutshela ukuthi into esingayifuni, mthembe. They're not joking. They are not joking. Agafuni. Like agafuni.
Yes.
And don't get it twisted.
So you told your parents that I'm gonna keep this child and babake uthi
agamfuni. And my parents were like, are you sure? That's why my mom gave me that
2 weeks.
That option to say, think about this. It's not easy to raise a child by yourself, you know.
And it wasn't easy that year.
It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy, you know. It wasn't easy. But the one thing that it did for me, it put so much drive inside of me. Like, it put this force inside of me that I kid you not, I felt like I was unstoppable. Like a month after I gave birth, I went to work. I went back to work, C-section, pains and all. I went to work. I was working in Pretoria. Imagine traveling from Germiston to Pretoria.
So you had moved back
day.
to Germiston.
Yeah, I moved back to Germiston. And then my grandmother came. I think she stayed for like 2 months. So she was helping me with my son and my dad, because now my dad had taken his retirement. So now he's at home. So those are the true people.
Stay at home, cool.
Yeah, like my dad.
My
dad was the best. Like, just to make sure that everything is good. He's sleeping, you know. My parents were just focused on do better. Like, make a future for this baby, make a future for yourself. And what could go wrong in improving yourself? You understand me?
Yeah.
So that thing, yes, it drove me to say I want to be a better parent.
So that year was worth it.
It was so
as
worth
tough
it.
as it
Oh,
was.
it was so worth it.
It was worth it.
Like that was the year that God put me in a furnace and he started shaping me and molding me and making me the woman that he needed me to be, you know, and also encouraging me and letting me know that, you know what, in times of weakness, seek help. Ungahlali lapho ngathi uyitata nawe and struggle alone. Look for help. There's help out there. There's people that will help you. There's institutions that will help you, you know. And in that time, yes, I was still on medical aid, and I just told my parents that, you know what, I think it's time that I checked myself in because I feel like I'm on the verge of losing my life.
Yes.
You know, like I felt like my life was like there and I'm struggling to just like catch it or grab it or to do something, you know. So I just told myself that, you know what, there's no shame in asking for help.
Wow.
You know, there's really no shame because now I'm thinking like I'm going through it now. Like for real, I'm going through it.
You didn't know in that moment that, you know, God was doing a thing.
You just thought if anything, I was mad at him.
Yes.
I was mad at him. But you know, the one thing that I think helps me in my life, I don't necessarily go to people and start shouting. I go to him, the man himself, and I confront him and I say, "Yabo kuthi ngifake kuphi? Yabo kuthi ngifake kuphi? Angisathandi manje."
I didn't terminate. You said I can do this. I am trying to do this.
I'm trying to do this. So you need to give me help. Yes. You need to send help. You need to do something. You understand me? And in that moment, that's when God said, you know what? You're going to go and look for this man's family. And you're going to find his family. And when you found
his family?
Yes, I found them myself.
He didn't give you what you asked for. No, here's the family.
He was refusing to give me location. He was
and whether you went.
I need to know mutual people.
Yes.
Ngathola abangani bakhe bonke. Ngabalanda one by one. Ngabalanda one by one. Ngathi ukhona onayo i-address. Ukhona onayo i-address. And God said, listen, relax. Ukhona ozokubika. And wanginika, and futhi that very same day, ngavuka. My aunts got dressed and everything. It was a Sunday morning. My aunts left and they went to his mother's house.
You sent your aunts?
Yes. Sent my aunts.
I'm sorry, one of the Yo, but
yes, I sent my aunts. And I told them that go there and let them know that umntana wabo is turning 1. No one has said anything. No one has come forward. Can't see the people, they didn't even know there was a child. Indoda uyisabe yezwa. Yazo umuntu umsabe. They didn't know. They didn't know there's a baby. They knew nothing. They knew absolutely nothing about a baby. They knew nothing.
So what month is this?
This happened in September of 2021. That's when my aunts went and they went to go and find his mom. And when they found her, they let her know, the situation so, you know, umntana wenza wani, ngithulile, angikhulumi, aniveli, you know, kwenzakalani, you know. And they were like,
what?
Who's
what,
child?
where, who, when, and where?
When, what time? You know, we don't know nothing about this, you know. And they were like, why didn't you guys come and find us when she was pregnant?
Yes,
you know,
to see
ngakhipha ama-receipt ke mina. Ngakhipha ngathi na ama-text messages nomntana wenu. I-location akafuni ngayo. Ini akafuni ngayo. And uthe kimi, mina niyazi. And you guys are okay with his decision of refusing his child the permission to know his family. Simple. You know. And after that, I think everything changed completely after that. Because now here's this family, they're like, we need to catch up this 1 year. This gap that we haven't seen this child for, we need to close it somehow and make time for this baby, you know. And that's just when everything just took off. Like, legit, it took off. I mean, ever since that day, I know I'm safe in God's hands. I know I'm safe. I know very well that I'm safe because after that day, the help that I got.
Yeah. Seek help. Look, like you need to be proactive.
Exactly.
No,
You can't just
but
exactly.
you tried.
But I tried.
Yes.
But I tried. And that was the thing that was eating me up. You know, I had that thing for a moment. I would say, it's working. I don't care. I don't care about it. Utagamfuni, it's fine. You understand me? I cannot force another person to do something for me.
Excuse me, you're a better woman than me.
I try.
You are a better woman than me.
I try. You wouldn't have? Like you wouldn't have done what I did.
I would have.
In my situation.
No. I would have done it from the moment I was pregnant. I would have done it from that I was
You know what my problem was?
Yeah.
I got the stress.
See, the problem with our generation, our parents are crazy. Tina, I think we've got rights, and you know, if a person said, I mean, people have paternal rights and responsibilities. So if Ute, he's not in a position to take on these rights, or agafuni, then it's his choice. So it's now pro-choice, which is why there is things the termination. We've got those options because we are pro-choice, you know, it's your body. But now a lot of men feel Wuti, we grant ourselves that, you know, but we don't grant it to them. What if?
No. You know what? For me personally, number one, I was pregnant. I've never been pregnant in my life.
In your life, of course.
I've never been pregnant in my life. I don't know what's happening. I'm trying to understand my body. And what's worse is that with my first pregnancy, I was sick from day 1 to day 30. What? I was sick. I was vomiting. I was constantly in and out of the hospital.
Through that, you said, I am keeping one eye.
Even through that, I think I've had 2 scares with my son when I was pregnant with him, where I was 100% sure that I'm losing him in that moment. Like I thought, this is how it happens. This is where it happens now, where I miscarry. You understand me? So I thought to myself, I have to go through all of these emotions. I have to protect this child inside of me. And then I must still have the energy to fight with a man that said, how badly? How badly? How badly? And there's nothing that I can do for you. For all I know, you're saving me from something even bigger than what we're dealing with right now. You understand me? Now I have to follow you every day and say, oh no, but this is missing, and now we're gonna be on a bad note, you and I, you know, because when I get to my maximum threshold, we say, okay, I can't do this anymore. It's not cute. It's really, really, really not cute. And I just told myself that, you know what, are avoiding the case, are avoiding are avoiding Tutangata, you know. When the time is right, I know God will let me know that, okay, sister, it's the time.
It's the time. So now take us from now, okay, now your aunt is gone, they've acknowledged. No, they haven't acknowledged. He hasn't acknowledged.
No, he hasn't acknowledged it.
But the family's like, we don't know a thing about this.
Exactly.
Where to from there?
Okay, where to from there is, firstly, when they came back, my aunts were mortified. When they came back, they're like to me, so your son basically has a stepmother.
Yeah.
They were like, your son basically has a stepmother. Are you ready for that kind of situation? Like, how are we gonna work with this? Like, they were putting me in that hot seat like immediately to say, how are you gonna handle this? I said, I'm not there for the stepmother.
I'm not even there for the dad.
I'm not even there for the dad himself. I'm there for the grandparents, the aunts, the uncles, the people that necessarily need to know who my child is. Anybody who comes after that, none of my business. It's really, really none of my business, you know. So they came back. When they came back, I think my aunts were very stern on the fact that excuse me.
Yeah.
We don't want to make you think that
Joke
now
around.
we're not joking here. We are here because we want this child to have the right and the access to his family. And that's all we want.
We won't.
We're not going to beg. We're not going to beg. We're just here to let you know that this is what's happening. This is how far this child has come. And this is what the mother of the child has been through. And this is now all happened after the psychiatric hospital. So this is literally like, I think 2 weeks or so after I came back from the psychiatric hospital. So for me, it was, okay, what do I do from here? How do I handle the situation? Yes, we've attended to the situation. We've made sure that the people that need to know, they know. And they just said to us, okay, you know what, next week we're gonna come. We want to see this child for ourselves. Sikwazi ukuthi siyaconfirm or siyadinaya ukuthi owethu or
Mabathi! Yo!
Mabathi kanti
twins. They don't even have to check pants going.
No, nothing. Futhi mabambona bathi sicela ungikhiphe isigcoko. Ngamkhipha isigcoko umntana babona phela uri yo wa rona. Noma kanjani wa rona. Just that he was extremely light. Extreme. Even when he was born, he was like white. Even when I sent his dad the pictures, I think Begash Veludai. So it was one of those, man. Okay, now everything has launched. What do we do from here? And funny enough, that was the day that I spoke to him for the first time since I don't know when. And that's when he was like, okay, thank you for actually doing this.
He said that.
Thank you.
Shows he didn't have the guts.
I don't think necessarily he didn't have the guts, because there's no way you're sitting a whole year with such a big secret. And ungabulala umuntu. Yazi ungabulala umuntu wathula wathi tu. So he was like, no, thank you for doing this. You don't know how you've set me free. I feel so much better. I feel relieved because being you know. And I was just like, I didn't do it for you. It's just reality. I didn't do it for you. I did it for my son, because I grew up with my parents. My child also deserves to know what papa that's your dad, you know, and this is your grandmother, this is your aunt, this is whoever that you need to know, and we get it moving, you know. So it was not easy, especially having to come into the realization of he's got somebody in his life in that moment. So it was just like, hey, now how is this gonna be? And what was it that I didn't want to be a baby mama? Oh my goodness. Baby mama. It used to scare me, because I'm just there like, you become a baby mama when there's another woman, you know, like, and now all of a sudden you're difficult, and now all of a sudden you're asking for too much now, and you're not. You're genuinely just asking for help. You understand me? So I guess that's where God said, just relax. I'll do my thing from here. I'll deal with the rest from here. And I just sat back and I just watched him. I said, it's okay. Do your thing. I know that with a Dimaka every day you do the greatest of greatest things. Why won't you do it for me? So I just sat back, and God did the most, man. God did the most. Like, he did a number on me. And funny enough, with my mans and I, the first time that I saw him, this is after how long? The first time that I saw him was when he came to see our son for the first time. And in my mind, I had told myself, I'm going to be angry. I'm going to fit the description of a baby mama. I'm going to fit the description.
That's why I hate that term.
I also don't like it. I also don't like it. But the moment that I saw him, ngaphenduka islim. Yazi ngaphenduka islim. Yimlo sengiyasmile, ngismayilile, angazi ukuthi ngismayilelani. And you know, the thing is with me, everything that I do, like you can pray for something today. Yes, you won't get an immediate answer. Yes, you won't get whatever that it is that you want in that moment. But the moment that you pray about it, the moment that you say, listen, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't know how to handle it. Just take the lead. I don't know what to do. I genuinely, I don't know what to do. I don't know how I'm supposed to react. I've never been in this situation before. This is my first time experiencing this. How am I supposed to react? And I said to God, you know what? You are going to let me know how everything is supposed to go. God said, wait and see. Wait and see. So we then just like developed a relationship because what's my hagajola lo jol mara? Ngivuke ngashada mina angijolanga mina. Like ngivuke one day kuthiwa okay siyahlawula umntwana nawe siyakuthatha. Just like that. Kuthiwa no sihlawula umntwana mara masihlawula umntwana nawe siyakuthatha. Asikushiya bazokuthatha abanye so kumele senze fast sikuthathe fast kumanje kuyaphuthuma kumele sikuthathe manje. And I was like,
you're okay with that?
I'm okay with that because every relationship that I had been in, even though it was like two relationships. Relationships. When I met those two people, the first thing that I said, or the first thing that I kind of like implied was, if we're gonna go through this, you need to know that I'm here to be married. I'm not here hori. And I used to say, I remember very clearly, any man that would walk into my life, the first thing I would say, Uzongshata. Like, I'm just asking, is that your plan? Is that your intentions? If not,
okay.
like leave me alone. I'm not interested because I have a child. And I do not plan on being one of those parents where every week it's a different boyfriend. Every second month it's a different boyfriend. No, I didn't want that messiness in my life. I just wanted a straightforward partner. You understand? I mean, I'm a lover girl. I love love. You know, if anything, I need someone who's gonna be there to support me, to be with me, and also understanding the fact that you understand me? And my son comes first before anything else. You know, like my son, I was looking at him actually yesterday. That little boy's grown so quickly. Like
time has flown past.
But the problem is I'm struggling, Lwandle. I can't discipline him.
Why?
Because like he's funny. You know what the problem is? Every single time it's just that he's got his mom's character.
Okay.
So we get each other too much.
Yeah.
Like even when I'm shouting at him, most of the time he looks at me with those eyes to say,
yeah,
you know you're not serious. You know you're not serious. You know, I know it was a mistake, but you know it's not serious. It's not that deep, you know. And I always fall for it. Like I always fall for it. Like yesterday, Nikimuchika I was busy braiding my hair and he kept jumping into the pots with his hair and everything.
Yeah.
And he was not listening to me. And I'm shouting at him, like legit, I'm shouting at, do you know, this man just stood there and started laughing. Just laughing. And I was just like, I'm trying to discipline you and you're laughing at me. I'm trying to discipline you, you know?
Yeah.
But I think more than anything, my relationship with my son,
golden,
top tier. Like top 2 and not 2. Sorry to his dad, but
yeah,
the best of the best. I feel like he heals the baby inside of me. Like you see him and my daughter, it's the best thing in the world. Like you swear there's like 3 kids in the house.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I know you.
Gosh, oh my gosh.
You are a baby at heart.
They have the best time of their lives with me. Like
I feel like if you see a jumping castle,
I'm on it. What do you mean? I'm on that. I'm on that vibe. Like I feel like more than anything, the reason why I felt like I wanted kids. The girl inside of me, that little girl, she needed it. You know, like She really, really, really
Needed
needed it.
it.
And I feel like I can see how I was when I was a
A
kid,
kid.
looking at them.
Yeah.
You know, like, and I just put the pieces together and I'm just like, oh, which one maybe
Yeah.
you know, which one maybe so, you know,
Yeah.
but more than anything, it's my happy place. My kids,
Mm.
oh, my happy place, my happy place. They drive me mad.
I love
kids.
that. Yeah.
They drive me mad. They give me gray hair every
Yeah.
chance that they get, but I don't think
People don't get that, like that feeling.
Yeah, no.
And I understand it's a lot, like it's a huge responsibility to
It
be a
is.
parent.
It is.
Not disputing that at
It
all,
is.
but
It
there's
is.
nothing that comes close.
There's nothing.
Yeah.
Like, literally, it won't give me the joy
Yeah.
that my kids give me.
Yeah.
Like, and you know, another thing that you had touched on is with your friends.
Mm.
I had to turn down so many people in my life. I had to cut off so many people in my life because they never understood the fact that I don't prioritize certain things anymore. Do you understand me? That's the thing of saying, ntwana ngingaphandle asana.
Kanjani ngizele siyaphi?
Siyaphi. I'm just being honest.
I
Siyaphi.
asked them the same thing. I get
You
that.
understand me?
I get that.
Siyaphi, because
Yeah.
you
Put
know
me as
very
my
well
next.
I have a child. You understand me? And then they get mad when I say to them, guys, if you want to plan with me, at least give me a week ahead. If you can't do a week, at least maybe do like 3-5 days ahead. Because number one, I have to seek help. I have to ask someone to say, please stay with my kids for the night. Please look after my kids. And that's not an easy thing.
Horrible.
I did it for the first time this past weekend and I was like, yo, can you please stay with my kids? I want to go out. I want to have a party, you know. And it felt like, firstly, when I left for Groove, I was like, okay, I'm going to Groove. I'm going to groove my life now. I'm going to do the most. I'm going to have fun and everything. And the first thing that I thought about was my kids when I go to Groove. And I was like, I could have been home. Yeah. I could have been watching a movie with my kids.
That's how I feel.
You know,
that's
like,
exactly how I feel.
I really don't like outside anymore. I have so much social anxiety. I kid you not, I don't like places with people anymore because I just feel like I could have been home with my kids. Would have been better for me, you know? And with friends, it's just a reality check for everyone out there who has friends. Everybody out there that has kids and their friends don't have kids. Don't even expect those people to understand for a minute what you're going through. Yeah. They know nothing.
And it's not their fault.
It's not exactly.
It's not their fault.
You understand? It's not their fault, but it's also your responsibility to let them know your boundaries in that moment. To say, okay, Chomi, if you want to go out, planning if you want to do 1, 2, 3, let's do proper planning. We're not gonna do things haphazardly anymore because my life has changed, dog. I've got a human being that depends on me. I've got a human being that looks at me at the end of the day and says, okay, this is home. This is my mother. This is my parent. This is my caregiver. And they don't know anything else without me. You understand me? So I've had a few friendships that ended because just for the sole reason that you don't understand where I am in my life. And it's okay. It's not your fault. It didn't end with bad blood either way. It just ended with the thing of, you know what? I don't think this friendship can continue right now because I don't think we're getting each other. Because I'm in one place right now in my life and you're in a completely different space. And also people that want to shove it down your throat. Oh, I live child-free life, amazing life,
great for you,
good for you. What must I do?
Yes.
You know, I don't
and
appreciate
when my kids
exactly
tea. Anyways, it's okay.
I don't appreciate people that make me feel guilty for having kids. You understand me? Just because we're now babadli, it doesn't mean like I don't want kids. I want kids.
And it doesn't mean that my life is any less satisfying.
You understand me? Or my life is stuck, or you know, things like that. I mean, I still go out. You understand me? I still make time for me. Like, make no mistake, I'm a mom.
But I make time for me.
But get before anything, get you understand me? And I have to make sure that I'm okay first before anybody else is okay. Because if there's one person that needs to pour into everybody else, it's me.
Yeah.
And if my cup is empty,
you can't.
How am I going to function? How am I going to take care of my kids? How am I going to take care of my
You
man? How am I
can't.
going to function in overall all the things that I have to do on a daily basis? How am I going to do those things if Tsego's not happy? Tsego's not satisfied. She's not okay and things like that. So I do make time for me.
For you.
Best believe it. I make time for me. Even my kids know when it's time for me. You know, like when I tell them that, you know what, I need time right now. I need to go outside. I just need time by myself.
Yeah.
They understand that, okay, she's going to recharge. She'll be back and she'll be fine. You understand me? So don't blame your friends. Don't blame people that don't have kids. And I mean, it shouldn't hurt you, the things that other people say, because people will always be experts in your life. Like they'll always have the great advice that you need, you know, even though you don't need any advice in that moment. But don't let it get to you necessarily, because if I was a person who rubbed it in your face constantly that, oh, so next week I'm going to Portugal, oh, what greatness it is not to have kids, oh, what goodness it is, you know, like some people, I feel like they do it intentionally just to get a reaction out of you, to say, or just to hear you say, oh yes, like why did I put myself in this situation? And you should never
feel like that.
You should never feel like that. And you know what, I give props to people that say, I don't want kids. Kudos to you, my dear. Because we need honest people in this life. Because some parents are out there, bayazala, and they don't want. They don't want kids. They don't
and
want.
It shows in how they treat their kids.
Never mind how they treat their kids, how they treat themselves. How they treat themselves. Because I think it also has to do with some sort of self-respect as well. Because the way that you treat yourself, it's a reflection on your kids. Like we can see with your kids, you understand me? If you've got a bad kid that doesn't listen, that doesn't do things right, or just constantly living in chaos or havoc, it shows. It shows immediately. And I just feel, if you have babies and you're going to be a single parent, or you're a parent that's co-parenting, or you're a parent that's in a relationship, be realistic with yourself. Number one, we all think, super women, you don't have to do that to yourself. There's no reward in struggle. Please. There's no reward in struggle. There isn't. If anything, get someone to help you. If it's a friend, if it's an aunt, if it's your mom, if it's your dad, get someone to help you and say, yo guys, just a day to myself. You know, I mean, it's okay to say that. Doesn't mean you hate yourself, or you hate your kids, or you don't want to be around anyone. I mean, sometimes you just need the time to recharge, you know.
I want to ask you a parting question. And it's a heavy parting question, but I want to know how you deal with forgiveness. How do you manage to say, I forgive you in this situation and I'm going to move forward with you?
So, at first, I was not such a forgiving person.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you that for free. I was not such a understanding, forgiving person. I mean, I think I've always had that thing in my heart to say, give grace, you know, to other people, you know, because I'm not God. I have no right to judge you. I don't know what you're going through, but I can only have a solid reaction with a valid reason. You understand me? So if I'm gonna have a reaction that doesn't have a reason, you didn't give me, you know, an explanation to say, okay, here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, I've had to accept apologies that I never received. Number one. So the moment that you can learn to say, even if you didn't come to me to say, I'm sorry, you know, I'm sorry that I hurt your feelings. I'm sorry for saying 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry for doing that. God put me in a place where I want to say he kind of put me in a place where it was just him and I. And he basically said to me, wa bona situation ya hao e eme jwang,
Mm.
wa bona hore o eme jwang, wa bona hore you are here, you are raising this child by yourself. You are in this place of sadness, of depression, and so many things that were going on with me, you know. And he said to me, you know that it's a sin to have a child outside of wedlock. But I forgave you. I gave you grace.
Sure.
I gave you love. I protected you through your delivery. I gave you a healthy baby. I gave you a healthy life. You know, so what is so difficult? What's so difficult for you to just come to terms with? People go through things.
Yes.
As much as you may not understand it, as much as you may not comprehend the situation.
It doesn't make sense to you in that moment.
Just because it doesn't make sense to you doesn't mean that whatever that person is experiencing is not real, and it's not something that maybe in that moment that they're trying to deal with. So when it comes to forgiveness, God has schooled me.
Yeah.
Like, he put me in a classroom for real. And the reality is, we're all here for the first time.
Yes, we're doing this for
we're
the first
all here
time.
for the first time.
Yeah.
We're all doing this for the first time. You know, it would have been different if it was, from my past life.
Yes.
I know her, you know, and I've known her for 1,000 years.
Yes.
So why the hell would she choose today to do something so horrible to me? You understand me? So when it comes to forgiveness, God put me in school. Like, he literally put me in school, and he said, the way that I give you grace
is how you
the way that I forgive you on a daily basis, not even not even on a monthly basis, on a daily, hourly, minute time basis,
yes,
you can do better than that. You know, I'm not saying forgive and forget. No, I'm not saying forgive and forget, but I am saying forgive. Yes, it will take a lot to forgive someone. I mean, it took me 2 years to completely, when I say completely, I mean completely forgive and let go in my heart to say, you know, you hurt me when you left me with a child by myself. You know, you hurt me when you thought that just because you are not ready. And what's funny is that I always say this, like, he would say to me, I wasn't ready. I didn't know what to do. I was like, you know what? At least you got the option.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, at least you had the option to say, I'm not ready. You know, I don't think I can do this. At least you could run away. Everybody is asking me, yes, where's the father of the child? Where's this? Where's that? You know, and what's crazy is that all the people that used to talk badly about me, oh yeah, no, we knew this is where she was gonna end up. No, when this man came back into my life and loved me the way that I needed to be loved, none of them came to say, oh, congratulations, oh, we are so happy for you. And it's just a reality where but we're different. Like, we are so different as people. And the moment that, you know, I have to put myself in your shoes, or not necessarily put myself in your shoes, but if I can get an understanding of what was going on, if I can get a reason, you understand me, it gives me so much peace to say, okay, you know what? It's your first time humaning as well. I'm humaning here. You're humaning over there.
Yeah.
This is your first time too. You know, I can't expect you to know exactly what to do in this situation. I can't expect you to know what to do, you know. But for the fact that you had it in you to say, "Ke kopa tshwarelo."
Yes.
You understand me? Ke kopa tshwarelo. Le nna also, I know that I'm not a perfect person.
Yeah.
And I've also learned to say I'm sorry as well in places where I know I was wrong, or there's something that I've done, because I know tomorrow I might be the one messing up. And I will not know that I'm genuinely messing up until you let me know that this is how the situation is looking. You know. But before that, girl, you hurt me. bye.
Yeah.
Goodbye. Like, you can stay there. I'll stay in my
you're
corner.
grown and you know what you're doing.
Exactly.
That's what normal, well, not normal, sorry, most people think, but you don't. I think God wants us to reflect Him and understand Him. That's how I view my situations. Kore, you want me to know you, and the only way I can know you is that I should know that you're a God that's filled with grace.
Exactly.
You come across challenges as well.
Exactly.
You've got these kids running around on earth. You've got 7 billion kids running around on earth, and they don't know what they're doing, and they screwing up.
And none of them listen.
You've got 8 billion, 7 billion kids.
Yeah.
None of them listen, and you love all of them, and not because they did something, not because they deserve it.
He's a just God.
He's a just God.
He's a just
in
God.
In order for you to know me, sorry, I messed up my mic. In order for you to know me, you need to be in my shoes for a bit.
Exactly.
And I'm only showing you a fraction of
literally
what I go through.
A fraction. Yeah.
People sin against me all the time.
Yeah.
So if you can learn to give the next person grace, you know me.
Exactly. Like, I feel
a
like
bit more.
I feel like God walks in Louboutins the whole day.
Yes.
Like, the whole day and night, day and night, day and night. He's in Louboutins because the things that he has to go through, the things that he has to see. I'm not even talking about just regular living,
This is what having a kid shows you.
Yeah.
It shows you. That's why
it does.
I'm like, I think women, the reason why you can go to church, most women go to church and they're the ones standing up and praying for their families, is because having a child really shows you who God is.
It does.
And,
it does. And my son, for him to get the name Mohau, King,
King Mohau.
I saw God's grace in my pregnancy.
Yes.
I kid you not, Nolanja, I was not supposed to live. I was not supposed to live. On the table, when after they took out my son, I went into some shock of some sort. And I literally had the anesthesiologist coming to me saying to me, breathe. And I'm like, what is this woman saying breathe for? I'm breathing. What do you mean I must breathe? And the only thing I could see or hear was the machine. And there's a certain sound that a machine makes that something is not going right now.
Were you flatlining?
Not flatlining necessarily, but my blood pressure was dropping at an insane rate. So what they did is they just put me down. Like, they told me, no, I think you just need to go under and then we'll wake you up later. Because it was so bad. And I remember in that moment, I was just crying. Like, the tears were just going down my face. And the only thing I could think of was, like, I was not supposed to make it through that. Because whatever that happened in that second, I felt God's presence in my life. Like, for the first time, I felt like I could touch him. I literally felt like he's here. Like, he's here right now, and he's putting me through this, and he's pulling me out of it. Like, I can feel myself sinking into this hole, and he's pulling me out of it. So, God changed my life, bro. That man.
Yeah, I love that.
That man changed my life completely, because even today, I'm capable of saying there's so many people that I've forgiven that did me so dirty, that did me so wrong. And in their eyes, they didn't see it.
Yes.
They never saw it. To them, it was like, you're just tripping. You understand me? But I'm tripping, get feeling samang. Get feeling samang. Because get feeling saga. You understand me?
Sure.
So, yeah. Basically that.
All right. So that was my parting question. Because of time, we could go on. There's a lot I want to ask you.
I need to come back.
You definitely need to come back. I want to know so much.
There's a lot.
But we'll make time.
We will definitely make time.
All right, my angel. I want to thank you for coming.
Thank you so much for having me. Unscripted family. Wow, what a space. I feel rejuvenated for some reason. Maybe
I'm happy. Well, thank you, Unscripted family, for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe this video. I know that this is will definitely help someone.
It will. It will definitely.
And that's another thing that is God defined.
It is.
But thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time, family.